Welcome to the Pattern Recognizer. Most people are running programs they never chose. Today we expose one of those patterns, see exactly how it works, and discover the precise shift that can set you free. Let's begin. Picture this. You step into the room, applause rises like wings under your shoulders, and for a moment you fly. Then, over time, those same wings begin to feel heavy, like iron strapped to your back. Applause that once opened space now locks you into an easier version of yourself, and you do not notice the drift until you reach the edge of a harbor you never meant to enter. I call this pattern the praise tether. The promise of today is simple. You will recognize it, you will see the mechanism that makes praise freeze growth, and you will learn a short daily recalibration you can do in 75 seconds to free your trajectory without throwing away helpful feedback. First, how it works in the mind. Psychology gives us the clear terms: reward conditioning and identity fusion. When we receive praise, the brain tags the behavior and the version of self that produced it as safe and valuable. Dopamine circuits reward repetition. Over time, those praise-linked behaviors crystallize into a self-model, the one who gets approval. The trouble is, this self-model resists novelty because novelty risks losing that reward. So you begin to choose actions that preserve the approved image rather than actions that expand your capacity. There is also a subtler dynamic: attachment to the identity label. Praise lands like a stamp. You're the expert, you're the funny one, you're the steady hand. The label saves you cognitive effort. People now see you that way, and you learn to see yourself through that lens. Identity fusion narrows possibility. It makes feedback a thermostat instead of a compass, keeping the temperature stable, not changing the direction. Know the esoteric frame, because attention has an energetic quality. Imagine attention as frequency, and each approval as a note that tunes you. With repeated applause you fall into a resonant band, a comfortable frequency where others find you familiar and safe. Sacred geometry helps here. Visualize concentric rings around the center point. The center is your potential. Each ring is a pattern of attention that reinforces a particular state. Praise tightens those rings, making your orbit smaller. The more praise, the harder the orbit to break. So psychologically, you have reward circuits and identity fusion. Energetically, you have resonant frequency and a mandala of approval that locks your motion. Together, they create the praise tether. Applause as nutrient and net. Notice I am not condemning praise. It is useful. The point is to stop letting it unilaterally script who you become. Let me reframe it with a metaphor you can feel. Applause is a harbor. A harbor is good. It protects your vessel in storms. It repairs the hull. It feeds you. But if you stay moored forever, you will never learn new currents. You will never cross unknown seas. The mandala becomes a locked harbor, beautiful, safe, prison-like. Freedom is not the absence of praise. It is the choice to set sail when your purpose calls. Here is the practical high-impact tool. Turkey calibration circuit. 75 seconds, repeatable anywhere. Use this when you notice praise nudging your next move, or after feedback that makes you want to freeze. Follow my voice. Step 1. Breath. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold 2. Exhale for 6. Do that twice. Inhale 4.2. Exhale 6. Inhale 4, 2, exhale 6. Step 2. Boundary phrase. Quietly to yourself, say, appreciation noted, not identity. Use that phrase once deliberately. It signals to your nervous system that praise is data, not destiny. Say it now with me, appreciation noted, not identity. Step 3. 3-point geometric anchor. Touch the tip of your right index finger to your thumb, then the left index to the left thumb, then place both palms lightly on your chest over the heart. Each touch is a point of alignment, skill, witness, purpose. As you make each touch, set a micro-intent in one sentence. I intend to learn, I intend to expand, I intend to remain sovereign. Keep each micro-intent to 5 words or fewer. Touch 1, set the first phrase. Touch 2, second phrase. Palms on chest, third phrase. That whole sequence, 2 breath cycles, 1 boundary phrase, 3 anchors, takes about 75 seconds. It shifts attention from reward habit to calibrated choice. It does not reject praise. It recontextualizes it as information to be tested against your larger trajectory. Now a brief practice example. You receive praise at work. Great job leading the meeting. That's your strength. Your knee might say, keep leading the same way. Instead, pause. Do the recalibration circuit. Breathe. Say, appreciation noted, not identity. Anchor. Skill. I intend to learn. Witness. I intend to test this. Purpose. I intend to evolve. Then ask one micro question. What risk, if taken, would expand results beyond what applause expects? Use that question as the next action prompt. If the answer needs critique, seek it intentionally. If it is growth, pursue it with clear-eyed humility. Quick checkpoints to notice. Do you feel lighter after the circuit? Does the praise feel like useful fuel instead of a leash? Is your next action curiosity-driven rather than approval-driven? If not, repeat the circuit and shorten the micro-intents until they land. This is not therapy in a bottle. If praise links to deep attachment wounds, please seek professional support. Use this practice as a calibration tool, not an avoidance mechanism. Recap. The praise tether works because reward conditioning and identity fusion meet energetic resonance. The metaphor, applause as a harbor that can become a prison. The shift. The recalibration circuit. Breathe. Frame praise as data. Anchor 3 micro-intents. Then choose the next courageous step. One shift changes everything. If you want the mapped protocols, longer ceremonies, and structured exercises that expand this work, explore my complete library at Desmarques.com. There you'll find the extended recalibration series, mandala practices for retuning attention, and protocols to safely unwind deeper attachment patterns. Your sovereignty is a practice, not a slogan. That is the pattern. That is the mechanism. And that is your shift today. If you're ready to decode the full architecture of your life, explore my complete library at Desmarques.com. The pattern is the prison. Awareness is the key. Thank you for listening. I'll be back tomorrow with another pattern to expose and the precise shift you can use immediately. Stay curious.